Hello and welcome. Welcome to our active stretch and mobility. And today is day 5 and we're in recovery. We'll be stretching out the areas that we've focused on in the week to help maintain the flexibility and mobility that we've gained. So this is a gentle session and it's perfect for easing into the weekend and getting an element of that focused relaxation for yourself. So let's finish strong and finish relaxed. Come and join me on the mat. We're going to start with a nice gentle roll down. We'll find our focus, our posture and our alignment and work with our breath. Inhale and roll the shoulders back, draw the chin in and start to flex down through the spine. So we're keeping the feet aligned and coming all the way down to the mat to start working with the feet. So drop the knees and then set your shoulders to just take one foot out, push the heel away and keep the pelvis level and just spread the toes and then rock forward and back through that foot. Feeling the ease and the gentleness on the calf muscle as the heel gets driven away, slowly and easy without too much force. And then on the next one we hold. Take a breath in and exhale. Work with the stretch a bit more. And then bring that foot the other way, dropping that knee down. Send the other leg out and gently rock for 5. Push away. And 3. Exhale. And then on the next one, we just gently push and hold. Deepen the stretch on the exhale. And then bring the knee back in. Point the toes away. Set your shoulders and then just lift the knee off, pointing the toe. And you'll probably feel the stretch down the front of the shin. And again, or the alternative is to send the leg out long and just point the toe away. So we're not got a lot of pressure. It's entirely how you feel on the legs. Just point the toe and hold. Bring it back in and come off your wrists. Take your pelvis back over your heels and breathe. Come up and send one foot forward. So we're going to be working into the hip here, dropping the shoulder down and just ease and circle gently. Try and press the chest down rather than round out through the back. So the chest goes down and the back is flat. And wiggle and gently ease into that hip. And then take the pelvis back over the heel. Bring the hand back with you. So pointing the toe away, lift the chest and place the chest forward over the thigh. So you'll feel the stretch in the hamstring down the back of the leg. Try and keep the alignment of the leg. And then come forward again, this time deepening a little bit more. Come down and hold. You might be feeling the stretch through here. You might be feeling it in the hip. Just ease into it and breathe. And then come back again. tip from your hips, forward fold, and then wiggle the ankle. And you'll feel the release of tension around the ankle on that lengthened form. Come forward and drop for the last time. So we're getting a little ankle flexion here as we drop. And depending on how far forward now that you can get into bending that knee and dropping into that front hip, you will open up into the back hip. And then walk the hands back, send that foot back, and bring the other one forward. So this might feel a bit tight now. Just drop the shoulder and wiggle. And breathe. And it might feel a little bit uncomfortable, but just move into it. Work with your breath and just ease into those joints. And change. And then take the pelvis back over the heel. Lift up the chest and fold forward over the leg. Try and set the sit bone down on the mat. So we are closing this knee quite a lot. If that feels uncomfortable, place a cushion behind the knee. If that's difficult to close it up so much. Breathe. Wiggle a little bit. Wiggle the ankle. Come forward again for the second time. Drop. Try and drop a little bit more and ease into it. And deepen and breathe. And then coming back. Settling down, toe pointed away. Fold from the hips and wiggle. And then hold. Notice how it changes the muscle stretch when you point and flex through the ankle. Come on up. Forward again. This time we go a little deeper. We go further forward into that front ankle, bending through the front ankle to open up into the back hip. Deepen more and breathe. Settle down and allow the joint to open up. Just have that feeling of that stretch and letting go. And then the last time we come back, try and keep the thighs parallel, and over you go. Come up, restack, and then bring your leg around to the front to take both legs long and bring one foot into the thigh. So this is going to open out through the outer thigh and into the glutes a little bit. We're going to rotate and take the shoulder down the inside of the leg. And then come back up. Take the arm up and feel the hip now opening up here. Soften the knee and push the hips up. Opening up into that front hip, feeling the hip flexor stretch and then come back down. Take the back arm up and slide the shoulder down the inside of your leg. And breathe. Come up again. Take the back hand back. Soften the knee, dig the heel down, lift. And down. And over. And one more. Come up. Lift. And breathe. And come down. Changing legs. Send the other leg long. Bring the foot into the thigh. Drop the knee out. Try and center. So you both sit down, bones down on the mat. Rotate the shoulder to the extended leg. And over you go. And breathe and deepen. Come back up. Take the hand back behind the pelvis. Soften this front knee. Lift. Press the knee down. And up you come. Keep the hip pointing up to the ceiling as you push the pelvis forward. And come down. Arm comes up. Slide. Keep it open to the side. Open. Intensifying the stretch by taking the arm up over the head. And we should feel that down the outside of the back of the hip and down, radiating down to the knee. Come on up. Soften the knee. Lift the pelvis up. Push the pelvis forward. Open up into the hips. And down. And last one. And then up. And we're coming over onto our front, or I should say onto our side. Let's come onto our side. And onto the hip. And then, with the knees bent, bring the knee up to your chest. Take the hand down towards the ankle. And then roll the knee down towards the other knee. And then push the pelvis forward while pulling back onto your heel. Bringing your heel up towards your buttock. Now we should be feeling the quad stretch. So those muscles coming down from your hip down towards your knee. And then release. Bring it all the way up to your chest. Hug. Go down again as you pendulum it down, keeping the knee low. And then push the hip forward. And then up. Hug. And then roll it down. So we're keeping the hip in its socket as we move through that joint, and then to lengthen the knee away. Sending the knee down towards the other foot. So the other bottom leg can stay bent or it can be extended. But try and stay on your hip. So stay forward rather than rolled back. So stay forward. And then release. Come on up to the other side. Getting the stack onto the hips, so place the hips down. Your hand where it's comfortable on your head or the arm forward, depending on your shoulders, stacking those shoulders, and then bring the knee to your chest, bring your hand to your ankle, roll the knee down towards the other one as you send it away. Breathe, hold. And if you want a little bit more, you can always bend the elbow a bit more and push that hip further forward. You want to deepen that stretch. Hold. And just allow the breath to take over. And then roll up. Go again as you roll the knee down, opening and holding. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, pull the foot closer towards your base. And then roll up. And this is our last one as we send it down. We should have achieved a little bit more each time. And hold. And 3, and 2, 1. So we need 20 seconds or so for each stretch. And if we're repeating that, we're getting some advances. Okay, we're coming now onto our back. We're going for a simple hug. We'll bring the knees towards you, moving into those hips, stretching out through the buttocks, and then sending both legs out, reaching the arms out and stretching down through the legs, pointing the toes. And releasing. Come on up to sitting. And we're going to go for the adductor stretch. So inner thighs as we sit on the sit bones, and then just roll down through the middle. Try and keep the toes up and push the heels away. And then drop a bit more as you take that next exhale. And roll back up. And we'll go one more. And take the arms out. This time we tip from the hips, and we should feel a deeper stretch through here. Come a little bit deeper. And then come back up. Keep pushing the heels away, keep drawing the toes up. Grow tall this time, really feel the stretch. Inch your pelvis forward just a bit more. Help it. Find that extra stretch. Now we can come again. And then rolling up, restacking, bring the legs in and then cross them. Now, if this is tight for you in your hips, you might find your knees are up here. Try and practice just to wiggle and then gradually work the knees down until you can open up into the hips and just wiggle here. Settle, opening up, and just circle a bit. Opening the hips and getting the stretches takes practice, takes consistency, and generally the best time to stretch is when the muscles are warm and they have been working, and they will automatically start to relax. Work with your breath pattern, be warm so the muscles can ease out, and then uncross and cross the other way. And just wiggle. And there we have our final program, our last session of the program. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you're feeling stronger and more mobile and ready to keep these habits going. Mobility is the key to staying active and pain-free, so I encourage you to keep practicing these exercises regularly. Work with a few exercises, do some stretches, and if you found this series helpful, please like the video and subscribe to my channel for more content. And I'd love to hear from you if you have in the comments, if you have anything particularly that you enjoyed and you'd like to see more of. So let's just keep moving together, and I hope to see you soon. Bye for now.